Hello everyone, welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. Today we're going to check out 39 Jurassic World Rebirth Dinosaur toys that we've unboxed and include the scan codes for you guys so you can scan them into the Jurassic World Facts app. So that is 39 scan codes from Jurassic World Rebirth Dinosaur toys today.
Hello and welcome back to the Amazing Dinosaurs channel. Today we are checking out a bunch of dinosaurs that you can find in the new Jurassic World Dominion movie, and I've even got some brand new ones, including this huge Giganotosaurus. Let's go ahead and open this huge one up. All right, so here is the main body. I can't wait to get the legs and the tail on. All right, here is the gigantic Giganotosaurus. Let's check out that face and those teeth. Those are huge. Look at that. I think you can fit miniature dinos down its throat too. It's got the stomach compartment and these huge legs and that huge tail. This is a really cool dinosaur figure. All right, we still got a few more brand new dinosaurs in here. Let's start with the Owen and Velociraptor Beta pack. All right, here's Owen. Here's Velociraptor Beta. And here is a little fox. This is a cool little action figure pack to have. Next up is the Claire and Dilophosaurus pack. All right, here we go. Here's Claire. Say hi, Claire.
Come on.
And here is the mighty Dilophosaurus. Oh no, look out. All right, we've got a lot more huge dinosaurs in here. Let's keep going. Look at this huge one. This is a giant Apatosaurus. It's almost as big as the Giganotosaurus, too. Up next, we've got another Giganotosaurus. This is a smaller figure, but look at the detail to the teeth and all over its body. This is a super realistic model. And I love those green eyes too. That is so cool. Wow, check the coloring on this one out. This is a Spinosaurus. And look how dirty its teeth are too. That is gross. And right over here, we've got a T.rex with a face cage. But wait, I think it can break out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! It broke free. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is loose. Up next, we've got a massive Indominus Rex with a jaw button and a slashing action with its claws. This is such a cool figure. Over here is an orange-brown Tyrannosaurus Rex. Check this one out. It is fully adjustable. You can adjust the neck and pose it. And of course, it's got the button at the top of its head to make it roar. And right over here, we've got another awesome Indominus Rex. This is one of the older Jurassic World ones, as you can see. And it's got this interesting rubberized neck so that when you pull the arm, it can roar. How cool is that? All right, let's see what's next. Right over here, we've got a Baryonyx with a super bright colored head. That is a super bright orange color. And this toy has the chomping action. Uh-oh, look out. We've got another Tyrannosaurus Rex. That is so cool. This is also one of the older Jurassic World figures right here. And it is super cool. All right, here is a pretty big Velociraptor. This is bigger than most of the other raptors that I have. And this is also from the older Jurassic World toy series. How cool is that? And right up top here, we've got a giant Stegosaurus. That is so cool. And it comes with some actions too. Check this out. Can move its head up and down. And there's another one that you can press and it swings its tail. Look at that. Watch out. Those would be so dangerous in real life. Boy, here we go. Another Velociraptor. I think this one is blue. And this one is super adjustable. You can adjust basically every single limb of its body. That is super cool for putting it on a display. And right up top here, we've got a Triceratops. That is so cool. And it has a roaring action. Here we go. Ready? So cool. Look out for those horns. And right over here, one of my favorite herbivores, the Ankylosaurus. I just love the design on this and just how armored it is and all those spikes on the side too. That is so cool. Here is one of the most terrifying of the new dinosaurs from Jurassic World. This is the Indoraptor. Just look how evil it looks with those red eyes. And look at that. We've got another Triceratops. This one has different coloring. It's brown with the blue specks on top. That is so cool. And you can wiggle its tail to move its head back and forth. All right, check this out. We've got tons more Velociraptors in here. Look at these, and there's still more. Look how big these figures are. Some of them come with battle damage buttons. Some of them are a light tan orange. Some of them are dark brown. These are so cool, and these display so well on the shelves. Here is another super amazing dinosaur. It's the Dilophosaurus. This is also an older Jurassic World toy, and check it out, it's got the battle damage button on its side too. That is so cool. And we've got a few more smaller Indominus Rexes too. Look at these. These are two different sizes, but they both have different types of battle damage. This one has the one that you can open and close, and this one is always on display for you to see. And they both have their chomping action too. Let's keep digging. Oh man, I'm seeing tons more Velociraptors in here. Check these out. We've seen some like these before. But look at this one. This is a smaller Velociraptor, and it's super brightly colored. And with this Velociraptor, if you press down on the legs, it'll actually spring away, like this. That's pretty neat. And there's still tons more Velociraptors in here. Check this one out. It's wearing some sort of video camera or something. I don't know what that is. And we've got these smaller ones too. Oh, look at this. There's two Velociraptor blues. One of them has battle damage. And also this super brightly colored Velociraptor. Look at those green stripes on the top and the red body. That is so awesome. And we've seen this one before. This is the mighty Spinosaurus. That is so cool. All right, here are a few baby Dilophosauruses. Or at least they look like babies, but they still look super ferocious, don't you think? All right, we've got a few more dinosaurs in here. Oh, check these out. These are Pteranodons. And look how huge their wingspan is. And look at the difference in coloring too. Isn't that so awesome? Over here, we've got two Pachycephalosauruses. Check out their super hard heads that they use for headbutting. This figure has a battle damage on the side, and this figure has an action. Wow, look at that headbutting action. That is so fast. Ooh, we've got one more huge winged dinosaur in here. I can't remember what dinosaur this is. Do you know what dinosaur this is? Let me know in the comments below. But this is a huge dinosaur. And now our last two dinosaurs of the bin. Here is another green Velociraptor. And this dinosaur is a Stygimoloch. It's got an action feature as well. This dinosaur likes to headbutt too, I think. Welcome back to the Amazing Dinosaurs channel, everyone. Today we are unboxing a bunch of Jurassic World toys. Let's go ahead and start with this brand new Stegosaurus right here. Let's check it out. All right, so this Stegosaurus here is mostly green and brown, so you know it's gonna camouflage well into the jungle. So if you look, there is a button right here. Press this down and check out its tail right there. That is a massive defense move right there. It can swing its spikes on its tail and hit whatever predator's trying to attack it. And look at that, it came with, looks like it's a cage that wraps around some part of the dinosaur. I bet it's for the tail, actually. Let's put this on. All right, so we've got it on there most of the way. It's a little tricky to have it stay on. So let's go ahead and try out the action move now. Here we go, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! All right, check it out. The Stegosaurus is free. All right, let's move on to the next dinosaur. All right, here we go. One of the coolest dinosaurs ever, the T.rex. Check it out. So it's got a button in the back that you can control the mouth with, and the neck moves as well. This is pretty cool. This is for sure my favorite dinosaurs. And right here, we've got an Indominus Rex. So let's check it out. If you move the arms right here, let's see what that does. Interesting, so the arms control the mouth when it opens and closes. Interestingly, the top of the Indominus Rex right here, if you look really closely, you can see that it's like a rubber instead of a plastic like its body right here. The whole top is made out of rubber. So it kind of actually looks like skin a little bit more. And look at those giant teeth too. This is a really cool dinosaur. Let's go ahead and open up another brand new Jurassic World dinosaur. Let's look. This is the Carnotaurus Toro figure from the Camp Cretaceous Dino Escape series. All right, here we go. Look, it's like a little miniature Carnotaurus. It looks kind of like a baby. It's kind of cute, really. So let's see what kind of actions that this toy has. Let's see, first there's a button up top here. Let's go ahead and press that and see what it does. Aw, so it closes its eyes and it has a little dinosaur sound effect. That's cool. And then the tail as well. You can see when you move the tail, the head moves too. And there's a button on the bottom too. Let's try that out. Wow, that's so cool. This will look so cool with my other dinosaurs. Here is another T.rex, but this one's a little different from the last T.rex that we had because this one has a button up top. When you press it, the neck will spin. Look at that. That is a massive bite. And there's a second button on this one too. When you press the second button, the tail goes back and forth too. Wow, that's so cool. Which dinosaur is your favorite? Do you like the T.rex? Or do you like the Indominus Rex more? Let me know in the comments below. Which dinosaur is your favorite? And once again, look at these giant teeth in its mouth. And the neck can move too. The arms move, the legs move. This Indominus Rex is gigantic. That is so cool. So look at this one. This one is a small Indominus Rex, just like that miniature Carnotaurus that we saw just a minute ago. Let's open it up. All right, so look at this one right here. And this isn't like a normal sized Indominus Rex. This is like it's kind of like a display dinosaur almost. Look at that. The tail moves, the head moves. Let's see what actions that this toy has. So there's a button right on its nose. Let's press that and see what happens. Oh, so it's sound effects. That's cool. Let's press it again. Plus, this is a feeding frenzy dinosaur. So you see it comes with this piece of meat. Let's see what happens when we feed this Indominus Rex this piece of meat. So we've got the piece of meat here. We've got the Indominus Rex. Let's go ahead and feed this dinosaur. Here we go. Ready? Jump, 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 jump. Oh. Whoops. This sure is one hungry Indominus Rex. This is super cool. I'm gonna put this right next to my miniature Carnotaurus. All right, here we go. Another unopened Jurassic World dinosaur. This one is the Shringosaurus. Let's open it up. All right, here we go. This is the Shringosaurus, and this is a
quite a bit different looking. I mean, look at the size of that neck, and it kind of looks, I mean, really, it almost looks like a dog, don't you think? Or like a not dinosaur type of animal. These were herbivores, and they grew 10 to 13 feet long. So these things got actually pretty big. And check out those horns on the front too. All right, another Stegosaurus. This one is not green and brown like the last one that we unboxed. This one is actually, it's kind of like a gray color, but I think it has the same action button as the other Stegosaurus that we unboxed too. Let's see if we can find that button. All right, here it is. So you press down this and the tail flips back and forth. Let's see what this could do to another dinosaur. Look at that swinging action right there. And here comes another dinosaur. Wham! Oh, that was such a big hit. Don't mess with the Stegosaurus. Here is another one of the super popular dinosaurs from Jurassic World. This is the Velociraptor, and this one is very adjustable. Look at this, the tail moves and the legs, they have multiple joints on them so you can spin them around in all directions, and its mouth opens and closes too. That is so cool. This is a super posable dinosaur. Here we have a Jurassic World Dilophosaurus. Check out the, I don't know if those are called wings or fins on the front. I bet those are used to intimidate other dinosaurs. Look at that. When those come out, you'll want to stay away from this dinosaur. One of the stars of the Jurassic World movies, the Indoraptor. These dinosaurs are super fierce, super sneaky. You do not want to get trapped in a building with this dinosaur. Here is another Velociraptor. Check this one out. So the tail goes up and down, and you can slash with those claws right there. And it has a button on the side too. All right, another Indominus Rex. But this is like another miniature Indominus Rex. And, oh, did you see that? This one has a battle damage feature. So you can slide it open and closed. So when you're playing with it, it is fully healed right now. And then while you're playing with it, you can hit it, bam, and suddenly it's a wounded dinosaur. Here we go, another Dilophosaurus. I think we've got a few in here. So here is a gray one, and it's got a little bit of yellow on the top. Over here, wow, look at the color on this one. You could see this from a mile away. Look at the orange and the yellow. This thing is fierce. And we've got lots more Velociraptors in here. Look at this green one. And we've got good old blue right here. We've got this green Velociraptor here. This is another super adjustable Velociraptor. And look at those green stripes on its back too. That is super cool. And check out these claws on its feet. You can actually adjust them up and down. So Velociraptors can control when they're hidden and when they're ready to attack. Oh, look at this. We've got a special star for this video. It's John Hammond from the Jurassic Park movies. Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you like my dinosaurs. Check out this super bright Carnotaurus. Look at those golden horns on its head, the golden spikes on its back, and that bright red color all over its body. Let's see what this action button does. All right, this is a chomping Carnotaurus. Let's see how many more Velociraptors we have in here. How many do you think we have? Let's go ahead and count them. Here we go. Here's one Velociraptor. It's brown colored. This is the second Velociraptor. This one is yellow with green stripes on the back. Here is our third Velociraptor. This has an action on it too. Look at that. Pull the tail, the head moves up and down. Here is Velociraptor number 4. This one is green with red stripes. Wow, look at that. I think that you'd be able to see that in the jungle too. So this one may not camouflage that well, which is really interesting. Here is Velociraptor number 5. This one is a little bit smaller from the other Velociraptors that we've seen in this video. If you look at this Velociraptor's feet, they're actually spring-loaded, so you can make this Velociraptor jump. Here's Velociraptor number 6. I really like the coloring on this one. Look at those orange arms, and then it's got the yellow side and the brown on the top. That is super cool. And just like the last Velociraptor, this has spring-loaded legs too, so you can make this one jump up into the air. Check this out. This is a Stegosaurus, I think. When you pull on the tail, look at how its head moves. It like lunges forwards. Here is another interesting looking Stegosaurus. You can see we've got some battle damage on the side, and just like the last one, when you pull the tail, its neck moves. Oops, you know what? I missed one more Velociraptor earlier. Look at this one. This is a tan Velociraptor with green stripes on the top. Very cool and very ferocious. Check out all these super brightly colored dinosaurs that we have in our Jurassic World collection too. We've got this little green guy. We've got this red dinosaur. I think this is a Spinosaurus. Here is a purple dinosaur. What kind of dinosaur do you think this is? Let me know in the comments below. Here is a smaller blue dinosaur with that red fin on the top. Very cool. Here is another brightly colored dinosaur. This looks like a Spinosaurus too. Look at that huge yellow and orange spine on the top. Here is a Spinosaurus, and check out the action on this toy. When you wiggle it up and down, the head moves. That's super cool. Wow, look at the coloring on this one. This one is mostly blue, but the spine on the top is a bright red color with black stripes. This looks like a Spinosaurus too. Wow, look at this one. This one is also super brightly colored too. It's got that bright yellow color and then the bright red on top. Look at this one. This is a Pachycephalosaurus. And what's unique about this dinosaur is that hard shell that it has right on the tip of its head. It's almost like a helmet, really. Only a few dinosaurs left. Look at this. It looks like a little baby dinosaur. It looks kind of like a Stegosaurus, but I'm not sure. Do you know what type of dinosaur this is? Here is a cute little Stegosaurus. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And if you wiggle the tail, aw, this is so cute. And look at that. The head moves up and down, and the tail as well. That is super cute. Here are our final two dinosaurs. We've got a miniature Indominus Rex right here. Very neat. And a little tiny, what is that, a T.rex? What do you think that looks like? That is a massive jaw. Look at the size of those teeth. It's got a huge head and a little body. Thanks for joining me today and checking out all these awesome Jurassic World toys. I'll see you next time. Welcome back to the Amazing Dinosaur channel, everyone. Today, we are unboxing all of my largest carnivore toys, starting with this Indominus Rex right here. As you can see, it starts with the blue, and then it fades into a nice purple, and then it's got these black stripes with the orange outline. I really like this one. This is probably one of my most colorful dinos in my collection. Moving right along, we've got this hybrid Indominus Rex right here. Check this out. It's got the gold bottom, the white sides, and then the super bright red along the top. And this hybrid Indominus Rex does have some features too. First of all, this button, and out of the top, bam, comes some spikes. Also, if you pull its arm right here, its jaw moves up and down. It's battery operated, so it'll roar at the same time too. Let's check that out. This one is also one of my brightest predators in my collection as well, so it's one of my favorites too. Let's move on to the next dinosaur. All right, I see another big one right in here. Check this out. This is an old school Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex. The whole body is made out of rubber, so it's kind of like bendable, and you can see it moves quite a bit. Inside the mouth, you see that if you open it up, that there's actually a lot of space down the throat, so you can fit smaller dinos in there if you want this dinosaur to eat them. Here is another rubber-coated Tyrannosaurus Rex. So you can see the whole body is like a little bit squishy, which gives it a lot more of a realistic look and feel. It feels more like actual skin. And when you squeeze the stomach here, the mouth opens and closes a little bit too. Next up, we've got this super colorful Spinosaurus. So right on the spine right there, you can see this unique coloring. It's like blue rings on its spine, and the rest of the body is like brown. It's got some tan coloring as well. And on the face and on the spine a little bit, has this dark red color too. And look at those green eyes. Those are some hungry looking eyes right there. And here is another T-Rex. Let's check this one out. It has two buttons on the back. Ooh, look at that. It's got a twisting action with its jaw. And the other button swings its tail back and forth. All right, all the way in the back here, I can see this ginormous Indominus Rex. So this is the normal coloring for an Indominus Rex. If you look on the side right here, you can see that we've got the battle damage. And if you press the button on top, it'll change back and forth between damaged and fully healed. And as you can hear as well, it's got those awesome sound effects coming out of the speaker. And of course, we've got the button on the tail that controls the mouth. Next up, we've got another rubber-coated T-Rex. This one you can see is an older one. It's from the Jurassic Park series. So the legs move, and the legs are actually solid plastic. It's just the body right here that's that rubber coating. And on this T-Rex, if you wiggle the tail back and forth, you can see that the neck also goes back and forth too. Let's check out this hybrid T-Rex right here. Right on the top, it's got those spikes that pop out when you press this button. See right here? Bam! Look at those huge spikes, and it's got some spikes on the top of its head too. And the legs move, the arms move, and the jaw as well. This is a cool hybrid T-Rex. I haven't seen that many like this one. Let me know down in the comments, have you seen a hybrid T-Rex like this before? Over here in this corner is a T-Rex, but it's got some different coloring. See, it's like camouflage almost. It's got that green and then the black stripes and like a brown-green stripes as well. So this T-Rex, I bet, would blend in really well in the jungle. And like some of the other T-Rex toys I have, when you move the tail, the head will move as well. Let's check that out. Look at that. It's got a huge chomping action. Over here we've got another big old Spinosaurus. This one with a bit more natural coloring. You can see it's mostly green. The spine on its back is red with a white stripe on it. And we've still got that red coloring on its face up here too. And if you press the button on its head, it roars. Next up, we've got this T.rex predator. And with the tail, you can twist the tail and the head spins. We've also got the action button on the tail. When you press it, it opens its mouth. And look at these teeth too. Man, some of these are really big. Look at the different size teeth that are all in the mouth. And here is another huge Indominus Rex. This is a lot like the other one that we saw just a moment ago from this bin. And on the tail, just like the other one, we've got this action button that'll make the dinosaur roar. And look at that, there's even some space in its mouth that you could fit a few small dinosaurs in there too. And I think on the Indominus Rex, these teeth are probably even more massive than a T-Rex's teeth in real life. Just look at those. On top over here, we've got a Carnotaurus. Look at these tiny little arms right there. It's got the, ooh, it roars too. And look at when you twist the tail here. Its head moves as well. All right, another T-Rex. This one is, it looks kind of tan, almost a little orangish really. And it's got the adjustable head right here, the button on top of its head. That'll make the dinosaur open its jaw. And as usual, adjustable legs and adjustable tail. Ooh, look at this one. It's another T-Rex. Man, I have so many T-Rexes. So this one, even though it doesn't have the camouflage coloring like that other T-Rex we saw earlier, this one is still brown and like a dark brown on top. So this would still camouflage into the jungle pretty well. I mean, it's kind of the same color as a tree, you know? So I think this would still blend in to the jungle. And you probably wouldn't see it sneaking up on you until it was too late. Over here in the back, we've got a Jurassic World Indominus Rex. And this one is actually a bit different from the other Indominus Rexes that we've seen in this haul so far, because the hands actually activate the jaw. So when you move the arms and hands down, the jaw opens super wide. And the top of this Indominus Rex actually has that rubber coating as well. So it's all like soft up here and it feels like real skin, and then the rest of the body is that normal plastic that you see on these dinosaur toys. And next up here, we've got a T-Rex with a darker brown coating on the side and then an even darker brown on the top. And again, with these buttons, with the top button, when we press that, twist his neck and snaps his jaw shut. That's pretty powerful. And then the other button moves the tail back and forth. Let's keep digging in here. Let's see. Check out this T-Rex. So this one is actually a bit different from the other ones we've seen, because when you twist the tail, it's got that huge stomping action. That's really cool. And a button on top that operates the mouth. All right, and here is our final T-Rex in the bin. This one is one of the more orange ones. And when you move the tail, just like the others, the head moves. Did you know that humans and T-Rexes have almost the same amount of bones in their body? That's crazy to think about. Humans have 206 bones and T-Rexes have 200. That's pretty close. All right, we've only got 2 more dinosaurs in here. Let's check them out. Here is another classic Indominus Rex. Look at those movable arms, movable legs, and the button for the jaw. And for our final dinosaur in our biggest carnivore haul is the Spinosaurus. It's got the button on top to open up the mouth. And the classic spine. Look how big that spine is, too. All right, that's it for today's haul. Comment below which predator is your favorite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
we're gonna go ahead and add this to our massive Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Godzilla, King Kong studio. Remember, you've seen this awesome video on amazing dinosaurs on YouTube.